Hello, and we are in 26. Hello, everybody. This is With Wisdom, and we are welcoming this year with an open heart and warmth in our being, although outside might be a little bit cold. I like this year because it contains the number of my birthday. And unlike many people, I love January because it's my birthday month, and
Mm,
so I'm always starting the year with the joy and expectation of the celebration in whatever way it presents itself. It not every year is the same for me, but I like to to connect with my beloved people and give thanks for my life. What about you,
mm.
Sam? How are you starting
I
2026?
well, I it's a very funny thing, Gabby. I really like even numbered years. I like even numbered years and years that end with 5 and 0. Now, 2025, there were some challenges, but there were
Mhm.
also some really great, wonderful things. One of them being that we started with wisdom in
Yeah.
2025. Oh my goodness. And what a joy that has been. All of the videos and all of the recordings that we've done so far. But 2026 is an even numbered year. And I'm like, ooh, there's something, a little bit of a sense of anticipation around that. Um, and it's January, and I actually have learnt again, this is learning over years, to learn to love January.
Hmm.
There's something about there's a proper exhale in January. It's like, oh, not not what people kind of expect, because sometimes in January people think it's got to be about new year, new start, new beginnings, new whatever. But actually, for me, January is more of a it's a bit of more of a quieter time, which I love. I love
Mm.
it.
Mm.
I love January sunrises. I absolutely love them.
Well, it's a return of the light, right? After the
Yeah.
solstice, you have the light that is increasing, although it might seem the contrary because you have some gray days and all this stuff.
Mm.
For me, it has been quite a change for being used to have my birthday in Venezuela, where January was one of the hottest month and dry.
Oh, and now you're in the coldest month.
Yeah, and it has given me the opportunity to taste and sense all the layers and the
Mm.
joys of this month of transition. We were like I remember last year when we were in September about talking the 9 months of the year like a gestation and preparing for the
Yes.
birth. Well, actually, from the numbers of the year, although I'm not an expert of numerology, 2025 was a 9 year, right? It was the year of finalizing this gestation and closing cycles and all this stuff, or yeah, cocooning something like we did with starting with wisdom. And this year that is a 1 or 10 that it contains a one number. It's like, okay, now we are preparing to give the light, to give light to what we have been gestating. And I
Oh.
like that. I like that this quietness that you mentioned that we feel and go through after maybe a busy holiday season for the people that celebrate Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. But after this kind of lot of things, we have this quietness and time for
Mm.
ourselves and to appreciate the light that is starting. So I like that you mentioned the sunrises, right?
Oh, I love the sunrises. And honestly, January sunrises are the best.
Yeah.
Also, because if you're in the northern hemisphere, when you get out of bed, I know 7 o'clock, you're not having to get out of bed really early to see the sunrise, is it? It's like the time you get up, and there it
Mhm.
is. And my bedroom is in the loft, so I look out across the roofs of my houses opposite me and down on a hill as well, so we can see right down into London. And the sunrises are spectacular. And I could just sit or stand, usually with a cup of tea in my hand, and just watch that sun coming up. and listening to the birds and watching them fly over the sky. It really is a moment of true joy for me,
Mm.
because that sun is the star that joy that guides us and warms us and lights our way. And actually looking and finding the light in January is such I think it's a very grounding and very sort of resourcing thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, before we started, I picked a tarot card, which was a
Mm-hmm.
star, and the sun is a star.
Can I see it again?
Oh,
It
it's just
looks
that it's from,
gorgeous.
yes, it's from a deck. Um,
Yeah, don't show it too much because I think YouTube will give us a problem with that.
oh,
And
okay,
she's a little
sorry.
bit naked.
Oh, yes, she's a bit naked. But the message of the star is inner and outer are connected in perfect harmony. All you need to do is be.
Hmm.
Intuition flows like a bright stream. And that whole piece around the bright stream kind of reminded me how we talked about winter's element is water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And again, January people think of all the more dangerous kinds of water in terms of the real world, floods and snow and ice
Mm-hmm.
and frost and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of our internal deep waters, and I think in December we were talking around that sort of, or November, the lower
Inner
re-
sea.
our our lower dantian, in terms
Mm-hmm.
of our inner sea.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity for us to really take that quiet, take those pause points, those quiet moments, just to check in with our internal sea. What's feeding it? What will resource it this year? What may resource it this year? What is resourcing it now?
Yeah, you know what I like about the image of water element? It's that one could become water and get the experience to be in many different states. Because
Mm,
water, it can be, yeah, flowing and liquid and be there. Then it can, like in winter, freeze and become snow or ice and be more stiff and solid. It
mm,
can start to flow again. This, it might be beautiful to be water that is thawing and starting to defrost, right? I used to do a meditation that is related to that. That one feels like a river and flowing. Then you start to become ice and snow. Then you defrost. Then there's the sun that is coming
mm,
maybe in January and starting to you start to evaporate and become the mist. There's I
mm.
like in this time of the year that you go to the woods and you see all this mist that
I
is
love it.
rising, and then you might travel to the clouds and become a cloud, and at some point you remember the earth and you said, okay, I'm gathering again in these water molecules and become rain and become a rainbow. And it's a beautiful way to realize the essence, um, the essence that is always the common thread, because it doesn't matter in which state you are, if you are solid, if you are liquid, if you are vapor, or if you are again liquid. The
Yeah.
essence is always this water molecule is a water molecule. And it's a way to remember it doesn't matter how many years pass by, how many experiences seems to challenge us and to disarm us. The essence of our core being, it's always there to guide us and to flow through the river of our lives. So that would be my invitation for starting the year, to remember that you're starting the year with your core essence, but open to be transformed and invited into these different states that might be uh, yeah, happening through the months.
Oh, I love that. And I really would like to just read a tiny little bit from my little tarot book
Mm-hmm.
about the star. Because I think that's the, you think about the star and you think of heat and fire and warmth. And here we are linking it with water. So the calm and that healing power of water enters your life. It's never really been absent. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
something that we have to remind ourselves. But now you are open to an inner, deeper spiritual understanding and experience of water, as held by the ancients who revered all manifestations of the goddess as water. Springs, brooks, rivers, seas are all seen as her place to live, her manifestations. Wells in the ancient days became sources of healing, and prayers and offerings were
Mm-hmm.
made to the goddess. So that piece around water, maybe in this month of January, and as we go through January, finding some time to be near water, whether you're walking on a beach or walking by a pond or walking by a canal or finding an ancient well, and just spending some time contemplating there. So being physically next to water, as well as attending to our own internal experience of water within
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm.
And there we sit with that calm, quiet, meditative way of being with January, not the brash, harsh, forceful way, which I think many people rail against because
Mm-hmm.
they know that that's not right. This is a time for reflection and quietness and being at peace.
Mm.
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 Yeah, I'm just taking a sign myself and realizing that I've worn blue today to represent that water, to
Yeah.
represent that peacefulness that is with us right now, this beginning of the year, an exciting year. Start in the numerology of one.
Mm-hmm.
It's Gabby's birthday this month.
Yeah.
We've got a fabulous visitor this month in week 3,
Mm.
and lots to look forward to. So the message of January and our message of the star, inner and outer are connected in perfect harmony.
Mm.
All you need to do is be.
Mm.
Intuition flows like a bright stream.
I love that. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us through all these months, starting this year with us, and we wish you
Mm,
a joyful, radiant January. That you
definitely.
get to bathe on the January sunset sunrises. I will also have a look
Also
at.
sunsets as well.
Yeah, yeah. I tend to look to watch more the sunsets, but you're right. I will pay more attention to the sunrises. Yeah, just thank you. And if you feel called, please subscribe, share, like, comment. We nourish ourselves with your sharings and comments to to continue the path. So thank you, Sam, and see you in the next Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think we need to wish our viewers Happy New Year.
Ah, right. Happy New Year.
Bye bye.
Bye. This was With Wisdom, Embodying Energy, Embracing Seasons. Bye.